Hello everybody and welcome back to Pionero Capital. Today we are going to get ourselves an employee. I'm also going to have a look at some of the decoration options for the factory, and I think we will finish the demo today in terms of all the features that it has. I think we'll finish the demo today. We have got an order come in straight away from Emma for a pair of sneakers, so we'll take that order. I've got some in the back of the van already, so we'll head out and get this delivery done. So it's 7 a.m, so we've got a full day of delivery ahead of us. What we're trying to do is get to level 4 so I can actually hire the employee. So I think we are not that far away, maybe about, I'll just have a look here, a couple of deliveries. You see it says level 3, 1,570 out of 2,000. It's probably about 2 deliveries away from being completed. So we might just need to do 2 before we can have a look at the employee today. Here's our first drop then of the day. We need some sneakers out the back. Trunk. Where are the sneakers? Here they are. I think what I'll do is I'll have some of these also on my person. There we go. I got another order as well. Good. Oh, just across. Is that just next door? Looks like it, doesn't it? I'm not sure which person. Is it just there? I think it's just around the corner somewhere. You there? Come on, Emma. There you are. You just want the 1 pair of sneakers. I don't think you can click finish delivery on controller. So there you go. Thank you. Right, so we've got somebody, I think. I mean, the map just says it's just here, doesn't it? So it's got to be right near us. Stop waving. Right, 2 books are going... Yeah, just around the corner here. Right, we'll just run around with these because I've got 2 books on me already. No need to take the van. Although I have noticed 20 meters in this game is a little bit further than it is in a lot of games. Sometimes you've got like a 100-meter walk or something like that, and I've had that before when I've been building us up to this point. I'm like, I'll just walk it. It takes forever. It's like a proper walk. Right, so there you go. Thank you. Right, hopefully we'll get another order in soon. What has that done to our business level? Business level 4. We made it. Right, we could now just go back and get an employee then, while we wait for any more orders to come in today. Sometimes it can take quite a while for an order to come in. I could do more advertising. So we could go onto the PC back at base, and I could take out a social media post, or I think you can get like radio advertisement, that kind of stuff. So we could get some advertising done. I think that must be a player. Yeah, that's another player. If you didn't see the previous video, this is a fully online game, fully multiplayer game, an MMO game, so you do get random members of the public also playing the game. I am in a private lobby. I created a private lobby, but for some reason since the previous update to the game, people just keep popping into my private game. So I have no idea why that's happening. But so it's basically like playing it on the public lobby anyway, because there's not a lot of people in this game at this moment. But generally everybody's fine that I've come across so far. There's no idiots around yet. Everybody's just playing the game. So everybody ends up parked up around here at some point to come into here to get what they need. But yeah, everybody's just getting on with things. I suppose because there's no weapons and stuff like you get in GTA. You don't get anybody like standing around with a rocket launcher to take you out. Right. We shall go to the license tab. Because I think we need to get this to get an employee. I think is it that one? It is indeed. So we now have the employee. I'll get the factory painting as well, so we can have a look at that. Generator access we don't need. It's just simply not necessary. So that's just so you can have more power to enable like bigger businesses, more machines. But we can't get that anyway at this stage of the game. So I'll click property expansion just so you can have a look at that. We probably won't do it because, again, there's no need, but we'll have a look anyway. So if we come into here, if we go to expand property, you see it would just take that wall down, and then we could move over there. So you could move your factory side of things over here and keep living over here, or have lots of factory area. So obviously, eventually, you're going to want to grow this business to something big. So you'd probably want like 3 of these printing out tickets all the time. You'd want 3 of these packing stations going on, just so you can get a constant amount of stuff going out. But that's unnecessary for us in the demo because this is the maximum you can do. So there's no point me spending $16,000 on just some empty space for no reason. But as you can see, it gives you extra storage, generators, lights, and all that other stuff that you can now put in. We can have a look, though, at the color stuff for the walls. So principal floor, you can choose your floor style to make it look a bit nicer in here. Which, tell you what, that's not bad, that paving stone. We'll have that, shall we? We'll have a paving stone. I'm not going to go crazy with this because, again, what's the point? Did that even save? That didn't even save, did it? Quite like that. So the wall saved. Why didn't the floor save? I think sometimes you click on it and then it just doesn't do it. Principal floor. So I don't think that's... There we go. Right, so we've done the wall, done that. So you get an idea. Columns, we can change the color of the columns as well. Not that we can see them because, unfortunately, the camera goes straight up against one or against a wall somewhere. It doesn't actually show you what's going on. Second floor walls. Obviously, we don't have the second floor yet, but same thing, just on a different floor. So that's how you do all of that. This is how you hire a member of staff. So you can have a factory worker in the full game who will do all the packing for you and everything like that. We can only get the supply logistics guy. Now, he, interestingly, can drive. Now, at the moment in the game, he just walks out of here and disappears and comes back about a minute later with your goods. I don't know whether that means in the full game, if you leave him a vehicle, so if we leave him the van, he can use the van and drive off to the van and fill the van up for us. I'm not 100% sure, but it sounds like that to me. It sounds like, and I have seen like video from the game, but I wasn't sure if that was just like another player playing of somebody else driving along with the player. So whether he can drive over to the port and load his van up, which would be great if he can, I don't know. But the fact he can drive kind of implies that. But we're going to hire him anyway. He comes with his locker. So we'll just place his locker something about there, I think. And here he is. What is his name? Does he have a name? He used to have a name. He was called Nathan before, when I've had a quick go of this. I don't know what his name is now. But with him, anyway, we can now go to Center Shop, for example, and he can either go to the import section or the print supplies. So if we send him off for some print supplies, I can tell him to grab... Now, he's only got a 48 inventory, I think it is. 48 kilo inventory. We should be fine with these. If we tell him to go there, off he goes. But if we follow him out, by the time we get here, he has disappeared. He's gone. And he doesn't take the van or anything. He just goes. So, yeah. And he'll be back in about a minute's time with our stuff. That's quite good, though. Hopefully, you can automate that at some stage in the future as well. So if you're out doing deliveries and stuff, you can come... You know, if we have, say, 5 of everything, please go and get some more, because we're going to need some more soon. So he can, you know, once you get to your limit, he goes out and automatically gets it, or something like that. I don't know. Obviously, when you get your factory worker, the factory worker would then be able to do all the work. So all the stuff he brings back, your factory worker then builds it all for you, and then maybe even you'll get somebody to deliver it for you as well, or you can just do deliveries in future. Right, so that is taking place, so we don't need to worry about that now. We've got plenty of stuff on us as well. So when the fiscal cycle ends, visit the bank to collect your sales income and negotiate your taxes. So we need to head to the bank. Just before we do that, actually, what I want to do is in the skill tree, because I've not done any of this yet, what we should have been doing. So we can get the extra carrying capacity here, so we can actually carry more. I like this one, immigrant subsidy. You will start receiving the government's daily immigrant paycheck. So this just collects over time. So just by spending 3 points, free money. We will get a subsidy every single day now from the government, which I can go to the bank and collect, just for doing nothing. So make sure you get that one straight away because it's just free money. Personal vehicles, so that enables you to have 2 personal vehicles. I'm not going to bother clicking it because what's the point? Oh, I could click it, but I'll get the metabolism just so we don't need to eat so often. wheel customization in the workshops. We put on custom wheels last time in the video, so I'm not really sure what that does, so we'll click that one as well and we'll have a look. I won't bother with this one purely because we don't need to, because the van does not count as a personal vehicle. If you come into your garage over here, you can see I've got this free slot for a personal vehicle, but business has got the van in it. And actually, we've got 2 slots for the vehicles in here. So you can keep your van and everything else. You can keep a whole set of vehicles for just the business, purely for business use, which if the AI can drive makes sense, because then they can use your vans. So if you had like a fleet of 5 vans, they can use the vans. If you've got your friends playing, they can use the vans for the business. Then you've got your personal vehicles to do personal errands and whatever you want to do. I like the fact that they're separate and they don't take up each other's slot. That is good. You can work in your personal vehicle. If you want to buy a pickup truck or something like that and have it as your personal vehicle and still do deliveries in it, that's fine, but it doesn't take up one of the slots for your personal vehicle if you've got lots of vans for business, for example. So you can still go and buy lots of other nice cars and things like that. And just park right out the front. Go inside Freedom Bank. Quite a nice bank, actually. Very, very nicely laid out. I don't know what else you can do in here at the moment. I think it's just talk to the teller over there, Lucas. You can just walk around, but I like doing things properly. Even though there's no queue, and probably never has been a queue ever that long. There we go. Hello, Lucas. So we can claim payouts and claim paychecks. So the claim paychecks, which we don't have any at the moment, that would be our subsidies from the government. So we come there and click that, and that's how you get your money out of there. Claim payouts is where all of the money that we've generated in the fiscal cycle is collected, and we can choose how many taxes to pay. So you can see here, select the amount of money that you want to keep and pay the rest in taxes. If you get caught, you only receive 9,940. So what you can do here with this slider, which I think works better with A and D, if you choose to pay less taxes, see right there's a 45% chance I'll get caught. So I keep 22 grand for me, but there is a chance that I will get caught, and then I would only receive $9,000 because of the fines. If you choose to pay all your taxes, then I get to keep 14,910. Obviously, I'm paying 9 grand in taxes, but there's no risk of getting caught. So you can play with this risk all you want and see how, see how far you want to push it. If you want to really risk it, if you need the cash right now, you could really risk it. But there is a chance if you get caught, you're going to end up with less. It's entirely up to you. I quite like that. That's quite realistic for real life as well, but I quite like that. I'm just going to pay all of the taxes purely because that money just gets added into my bank account and we're back up to a higher amount of money because we've been getting money anyway. It never goes into the bank in the first place. It always goes onto the player, so that's like extra money. So I'm not really sure what we're generating there. So we might as well just do that and not get caught. Anyway, the demo is now completed. You have mastered the tutorial and core content. You can continue playing, but the experience is polished up to this point. We're a 2-dev indie studio aiming to expand the game for full release. Your feedback through Steam reviews will greatly help us improve. Also, adding the game to your wish list helps us reach more people. So make sure you do that if you have enjoyed this series of mine and you're also wanting this game. Go ahead and do just that. So for the rest of this series for me playing, we're just going to have a look around and do a few things that we haven't done before, really, or done much of. So I'm going to do some more deliveries and a few more like woodcutting stuff. We'll do a bit more of that as well. I'm just going to do a few more of these deliveries for the rest of this video, and then we're going to go and buy a car, and we'll do some of those like just regular delivery stuff in the next video, just as a final look at the game and a final look around the map. So we'll just do a few more of these, then I'm going to go and buy a car, and that's the plan for the rest of today. Is that a player car or is that an AI? It's an AI. The way it came around that corner looked a bit like it might be a player car. I don't think there are that many players ever online in this game. I mean, at the time when I'm recording, there often aren't many people online, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't think there are that many people anyway, just yet. Whether there ever will be, who knows? I would assume so. This is quite a good game. I think this will eventually catch on, particularly when we get towards full version. Right, this is an order for 3 sneakers, so we need to get another one out the back. Barbershop, mullets and more. I don't think this person's going to be very happy with me. I keep delivering everything really late at night. They're not going to be happy with this. Hello there, Zoe. You want 3 lots of sneakers? There you go. Thank you. All right, let's see what she's going to say to this. A 10 p.m. delivery. She might be okay. It can get a bit angsty when it's late. Understandable, I suppose, but... All right, we've got a pair of sneakers going around the corner. She gave us 5 stars. It's not bad. So literally just round this corner is another drop. Feels a bit like being an Amazon man now. Just making small journeys. Let's grab one from the back. He lives next door to the drug dealers. Pharmacy prescriptions. Is he home? Getting quite late now. He's not going to be happy. Here he is. Is he fine with that? Or will he complain? Hasn't complained verbally. But they only ever occasionally do that. You get quite lucky to catch them doing that. Don't think he has... He left us a review? Don't think he left us a review. No, he did. There he did. Thanks, TP Gaming. Now I'm wide awake at 11 p.m. He's not happy. Right, what I'm going to do is... We might as well, since I'm here, pick up a few more goods. So we sent our employee to get some packaging stuff, didn't we? So we'll just pick up 5 of each of the main items, I think. To make sure we've got plenty, which we have anyway, because we're basically finished now. I think at the moment your employee probably isn't worth it, because you come over here and do this yourself anyway. He can only go and get one thing at a time. It's probably not worth it in the demo, but it definitely will be in the full version.
Shop carries care to take a look at our catalog?
Yes, I'll have a look at your catalog. I'll have 5 of each, please. Cute, that'll keep us going. So we'll make a few more of these, do a couple more deliveries, and then I'll go and buy a car. Now, you can buy a car, well, you can't, but you could be able to, or would be able to, I should say, in the full version, buy a car from here. So I'll show you this while we're here, actually, because this will be interesting to see. So down here, there is a supercar supplier. I know you're thinking, odd place for a supercar supplier. Yeah, he gets them out the shipping containers. I think he might be stealing them. They're as dodgy as anything. Unfortunately, he doesn't work at the moment, and we can't really look at the cars. But if you are to come here in the full version of the game, this is where you're going to get your higher-end vehicles from. You go and talk to Ian over here, which we can't do at the moment. He doesn't say anything. Can't even press him. You come over here to Horizon Auto, and these are the kind of cars that you'll be able to get out of here. But unfortunately, we can look at them like this. Can't get in them. Can't do anything with them. Can't move them or anything. I don't think you can. You can. You sort of move them to the side. I wonder if we could wheel one out. But I can load fuel to it. Can I get this out? You know what? I bet you probably could push this out. We're stealing it! It's mine now. It's only available in the full game, so we can't drive it. But it's mine now. I'm stealing a Typhoon. And I'm doing a bit of a funny dance while I'm doing it, but I'm stealing a Typhoon. So I think that's as far as it'll go. But I can't get it anyway, so it's a waste of time. I don't want to get stuck either. But yeah, so this is where you come and get the higher-end cars, but they're not currently available. So unfortunately, I don't know how much they're going to cost either. I'm guessing they're going to be pretty pricey. But if the economy stays the way it is now in the game, probably not out of reach for that long. Right, so let's head back then. We'll make some more stuff, and then it should be about time to get a couple more orders in. So we'll get a couple more of those, and then we'll go and buy a car from the cheap place, which is just behind us. See that pink car on the map? Just to the side of us. That's where we'll get our car from. I think the most expensive car in there is about 10 or 15,000. They're not great down there, but it's something different than the van. Looks like somebody's in my parking space. But this is what happens when you play online with other people. They steal your parking space. Now, they're still in the rental vehicle, so they must be at the beginning of the game. Or early stages of the game, because that's still the rental vehicle you can get from the airport. Send the van off. I forgot to do. Other players can't steal your vehicle, by the way. They can try, but you immediately get thrown out. So if we try and steal this person's vehicle, it says this is a rented vehicle by someone else and just chucks you out. Oh, there he is. Hello. I wasn't really stealing it. I was showing everybody. He's fine. He's fine. He's probably going to look me up now. I'll have TP Gaming written above my head. All right. So far, he's still got a name above him. I swear he was called Nathan the first time I employed him. He's not doing anything now. He's actually... Has he got stuck? Stuck on his menu there. What I want to do is swap items with Nathan. Or whatever. We'll call him Nathan anyway. Right. Talk. Swap items. There we go. I want your items, Nathan. Fortunately, I can't take them all. Hang on. Let me drop that on the floor. Talk to him again. Swap items. Now I can have your ink bottle. It'd be nice if he automatically put them on this shelf. Or even automatically loaded this thing up with them. I think that would be a little bit better. But I'm sure that sort of thing will come. At the moment, I suppose at least you know where things are, because you can just go and talk to him. He's always got them in his inventory. Better than him placing it somewhere that you don't know where he's placed it, and then you think you've lost it. Simpler at the moment. Right. I should have waved at the guy. I keep waving all the way through this series so far. I've been doing this. I'm waving all the time because I keep pressing the button. Should have waved at the guy outside. He might have waved back. If we see him again, we'll wave at him. All right. So we've got stickers. I think I just need the box. And come over here and we'll make some more stuff. We'll make 5 books. Not sure how many I've got left in the van, to be honest. I think we've probably got quite a lot of books already left over. Because we've not sold... a lot of sneakers, sorry. Because we've not sold many sneakers. Books we sell more of. Right, we'll claim those. I'll put some of them on this shelf for a moment. It'd be nice if you could do this not one by one. Like a select and move all rather than one by one-ing it across. Right, what are we missing here? I was on the wrong menu. we've got all of those. I'll run these down and then we'll come back for the others. Although I don't know how many of these I actually want in the van. As I can say, we're not selling that many sneakers, are we? How many sneakers do I have in here? Got quite a few already. I think I'll just do that with those and then we'll fill the rest up with books. I can keep a couple on me, I suppose, as well. I'll go and fetch the rest of the books. We've got space for 3 there. Carry a few as well. All right. Storage. Might as well take them all. Got enough room. By the time we put 3 in, we've still got some inventory space for copies or something. So we got down to 32% now with the energy, so we might need to get some more energy or go shopping again, perhaps. Do some more burgers. Let's load 3 books into here. It's weird how in the truck it's much easier to do this with your mouse than it is inside. Right. Let's see. So we've got some double orders here. Look, we've got sneakers and books. So we'll do both of them, but we'll do Zoe first. And we'll circle back round for Ruby. Pretty sure we've been here before, haven't we? Here you go. It is 1 book for you and 2 pairs of sneakers. Thank you. Got what my character's doing. Did he curtsy there? That was weird. What did he do at the end? Looked like he curtsied on the way out. Must be a posh delivery. Right. A 5-star for that. I think people are generally happy with how I'm dressed now. The one thing they're not happy with is me turning up at 11 o'clock at night, getting them out of bed to come and get their order. Which I think I'll allow that. That's fair. That's not harsh, is it? Right, we need 2 sneakers and a book. We've got a book on us. Get 2 sneakers out the back. Like so. Come on, time is money. Thank you. They don't seem to be complaining about me ringing the doorbell too many times. But they have done that in the past. If you ring it too many times, they can get a little bit like, hey, my doorbell's, you know, I'm on my way kind of thing. But they don't seem to be doing that anymore. So whether that's been taken away for now, I don't know. Never seem to be complaining about the doorbell. Do we have any more orders? I don't think so. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and buy ourselves a car. No, I've gone the wrong way, I think. Fine, though. We'll drive round. It's fine. I was just going to turn around, but we might as well just drive around. Get more of a look at the map. So I think we have basically been everywhere along this city stretch. I'd be surprised if there's a place we haven't been. One place we haven't been, which we'll go in a moment, is the apartment, which it makes it sound like you can buy it, but you can't because there's nobody there to buy it from. But I'll show you it anyway once we've picked up a car. Ooh, we've got an order. We'll just drop this off as we pass. So I'll show you the apartment, well, the building at least, that we will be able to live in. 2 pairs of sneakers. Fulfill that. I think this is kind of what you'll end up doing as well. If you buy a vehicle with a big enough storage capacity, load it up at the beginning of the day, and then you can just be driving around, having a bit of fun, and then when orders pop in, you've got it in the back of your van, go and deliver it. I think this is probably the way to do it in the full version of the game. can just keep that filled up with stuff, and then you can always, if you're in the middle of something like we were just there and an order suddenly pops up, I can fulfill it straight away. Ring that doorbell plenty of times. Still didn't do anything, did it? I think we only rang it twice, though. Alright, thank you. Yeah, so if you keep your van full when you're just driving around doing some other jobs or whatever you're doing, then you can always do an order as you pass by. Right, let's get ourselves a new car. So there are lots of things. There's a Golf there, a few other things we can have a look at. Park this here. So this will stay here. You can have it towed to your location. If you were to go on to, I think, where is it? Is it on here? I don't know if it's on here or not. Yeah, you can select it, and then if you can click manage keys if you want to give keys to somebody else, locate, sell, or tow service, which I think is free, and they will tow it to your current location. So if I was stood outside the factory, for example, and I can't be bothered to walk all the way over here or leave another vehicle over here or something, I want them both in the same location, I can ring the tow service and they will bring my van to me. But we'll leave it there for now.
Take a look at our fine selection.
All right, so
just don't ask about the mileage.
A chat with Rick. So these are the cars you can get. We had a small look at this in the first video, but we'll have a bit more in-depth now. So they all come with trunk slots and trunk weight. Some at the beginning are not great. I mean, obviously that's got a terrible... It's only got 8 slots, so you only get 8 items in there at a maximum weight of 32. So really, you can pretty much only go food shopping in that. It's not great for doing deliveries and things like that. Or going on, runs to the port. This is a bit better. You get 12 and 72, but not that keen on the look of it. But personally, I think the pickup trucks are where you want to be. So the Endurance and the Terra. So the Endurance is just an older version of it. It's got a 50-litre fuel tank, which is pretty good for the game. And also you get 20... Somebody else is here. You also get 20 trunk slots. Is he coming to buy this vehicle? I'm looking at this one. 20 trunk slots and 120... you get 120 kilograms of weight. So that's pretty good. And the Terra, which is just a newer version, you get a 60-litre fuel tank, 20 slots, and 120 trunk weight. So I would buy this, personally. That's going to have all the slots you need for getting stuff from the port and delivering everything. And it will also have the trunk weight for anything. So I would personally, I think when we get the full game, I'm going to buy the Terra, because I think that's going to be the best. For now, though, I'm going to buy this $19,000 Roider, which is not great for doing anything in other than driving. So I just want to test this out, really. So we're going to have this in a nice colour. It'd be nice if it took this into like a showroom. Crimson red. Do we have it in crimson red? Right. Is it Mubarak? Mubarak. Goodbye, Mubarak. Thank you for starring in my video. He's running away now. Alright, here is our new car then. I'll show you who... so it's got a lot more acceleration, I think, than the van, obviously. I still don't think it's got a great top speed. So this is, I think this is probably the best car you can get just there. They're all like 80s cars, aren't they? Or early 90s cars. Apart from the Terra pickup. Let's see how good this is. It's not bad. Not got a great top speed, though. I think we're pretty much maxed out there. We'll be like 100 Ks. Let's just fly down this road and hopefully don't get T-boned. 129. It's got 129 km/h top speed, which is pretty poor. But of course, in the full game, you could come down to the mechanic down here and to get this fixed up. You could have a new engine in this, make it faster. If you can't quite afford a supercar, it's a decent option. But yeah, I think if you want the fast cars, you're going to have to wait and get to the supercar dealer. Now, this building here on the right is where your apartment will be. So if I just reverse in here, this is not somewhere you would like to leave your car. Get it on the curb so it's well out of the way. Yeah, it's not a great place. There's a skip outside. There's graffiti all over the walls. There's stuff everywhere. It's not a great place. But if you come into properties for sale, apparently this one is for sale. You press locate, it brings you here. You go inside, thinking, oh great, I can now purchase an apartment, but there is nobody here. It doesn't matter what time of day you come here or anything like that, there is never anyone here. So I assume this is just not in the demo yet, unfortunately. So we can't even have a look at the apartment, which is a shame. But this is where you would come and get an apartment. The lobby's not too bad, but the outside, it's a bit of a rough area. That's as far as we can go. You can get to the lift, but you can't do anything here. So obviously that's how you enter your property, but you can't do anything. Same with the other side. It's a bit of a shame, but this is where you will come. There is a bit of an Easter egg here, though. We have Sheldon's spot reserved from the Big Bang Theory. This must be his building. Which did actually, when I first played this, I thought, oh, I wonder if that's like a clue. I wonder if the elevators don't work and there's just some stairs you can go up, but sadly not. It'd have been funny if it was, if there was like some stairs around the back or something like that, because the lift was out of order, but that's not the case. But yeah, it's not the poshest area of the map. I think this would be where you get your starting apartment in the city. It is very well located, though. I will say that. So you've got the supermarket is just there, so you can easily go and get food. Work, as you can see on the mini-map, you've got that little blue man, and then just to the left, that's the factory. You've got fuel right there, at the end of the street that we can see, and you've got your mechanic right there. Everything you need, this is a perfect location, really, for everything. You can do everything from here. Get your food shopping, work at the factory, get fuel, go to the mechanic. Pretty much all the stuff you're going to need to do at the beginning of the game is right here. So if you get an apartment here, you're very well set. It's a good location, but we can't have a look at it, unfortunately. Right, I think that will do us for this video. I'm going to do one more video on this game, because we have basically done everything now. There's nothing more to show. So I'm not going to do any more company deliveries in the next one. I've finished with that now. We're not going to have a look at that anymore. We've done a lot of that. I'll leave obviously the van's full of stuff. I'll leave the van full of stuff in case we do come back at some stage. I'm not planning on doing. The thought is, if they release like a massive update that puts loads of new features into the game or something like that for us to try, I'll come back and try those new features. If it's just small ones or bug fixes or just refinement, I'll leave it until we get the full version of the game, and then we will come back and experience the whole game as intended from there. Let's just get a couple of these things claimed, because we have been leveling up like crazy, I think. Oh, it's just the one. Just the one. Okay. So we've done that. Right, so what I'm going to do in the next video, just to finish off, is we will go for a bit of a drive and do some map exploration. So we'll come up here. I don't think there's anything up here, but we'll have a good look at all of this stuff up here. We'll do a little bit more work at the lumber yard, and yeah, see if there's anything new up there. I don't think there is, but we'll have a look. Have a look across the water at the new city that will be coming in the full version of the game. And then we'll do some deliveries to finish. So we'll come down here and we'll do some work at Transpex, and we'll do a few deliveries to finish. And that will be game complete. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like, consider subscribing to and joining the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you for another video very soon.